हेलो एवरीबॉडी, वेलकम टू वेदीफाई। मैं हूं आपकी दोस्त और होस्ट पहेली। डू नॉट फॉरगेट टू प्रेस बेल आइकन टू सब्सक्राइब आवर चैनल एंड गेट एवरी चैप्टर, एवरी एक्टिविटी ऑन द सेम चैनल वेदीफाई। सो विदाउट एनी वेट, लेट्स स्टार्ट आज का चैप्टर।
तो एक बर्नर लेते हैं, उसके ऊपर एक बीकर रखते हैं और उसमें रखते हैं एक ग्लास स्टिरर एंड 1 थर्मोमीटर। और अब हम इस बीकर में रखेंगे आइस क्यूब्स। Can you observe the temperature of this beaker by the thermometer? Yes, the temperature is very low, that is 0 degree. Now we are going to burn the burner. Now gradually the ice is turning in water. That means the state can be changed by increasing the temperature. How can we so sure that temperature is changing? Yes, by the reading of thermometer. So thermometer reading is now 20 degree. What happens if we burn the burner for a longer duration? Now water vapor is forming in the beaker. The temperature is approximately 100. That indicates that water vapor is formed on 100 degree temperature. That means we can change the state of matter by changing the temperature. Why the states are changed? Why temperature causes the change in the state? This is because of the increasing of kinetic energy. On increasing of the temperature of solids, the kinetic energy of the particles increases. Due to the increase in kinetic energy, the particles start vibrating with greater speed. The energy supplied by heat overcomes the forces of attraction between the particles. When the kinetic energy is more than the force of attraction between the particles, can you tell me what will happen? Definitely the particles will move away. Because the kinetic energy is responsible for the movement of particles, and the force of attraction becomes weaker than the kinetic energy. So the particles leave their fixed positions and start moving more freely. A stage is reached when the solid melts and is converted into a liquid. The minimum temperature at which a solid melts to become a liquid at the atmospheric pressure is called its melting point. यानी जब solid liquid में change होने लगता है, start करता है liquid में change होना, उस temperature को कहते हैं उस solid का melting point. The melting point of a solid is an indication of the strength of the force of attraction between its particles. The melting point of ice is 273.15 Kelvin. The process of melting, that is change of solid state into liquid state, is also known as fusion. Now let's understand a very important fact. So we have ice cubes in the beaker. Can you notice the temperature? It is 0 degrees Celsius. That means 273.15 Kelvin. Now we will lit the burner. Now can you notice that temperature is not changing? Even all the ice cubes are converted into liquid form. The temperature of this liquid is 0. That means during the experiment of melting, the temperature of the system does not change after the melting point is reached till all the ice melts. This happens even though we continue to heat the beaker. That is, we continue to supply heat. This heat gets used up in changing the state of this heat. So where that heat goes? If the heat is not increasing the temperature, then what is the role of heat here? The heat gets used up in changing the solid in liquid. The heat is used in overcoming the forces of attraction between the particles. Heat energy is absorbed by ice without showing any rise in temperature. So the ice particles absorb the heat and the kinetic energy of ice particles are increased. This overcome the force of attraction, and this resulted into increase of the distance of the particles. That's why the solid form converts into the liquid state. So the heat gets hidden into the contents of the beaker, and this known as the latent heat. The word latent means hidden. The amount of heat energy that is required to change 1 kg of a solid into liquid at atmospheric pressure at its melting point is known as the latent heat of fusion. So particles in water at 0 degrees Celsius, that means 273 Kelvin, have more energy as compared to particles in ice at the same temperature. That means they have latent energy. But if we continue to supply heat energy to water, that means the burner is still on. So the particles start moving even faster. At a certain temperature, a point is reached when the particles have enough energy to break free from the forces of attraction of each other. The temperature at which a liquid starts boiling at the atmospheric pressure is known as its boiling point. Boiling is a bulk phenomenon. Particles from the bulk of the liquid gain enough energy to change into the vapor state. For water, this temperature is 373 Kelvin. So that means water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. तो 0 डिग्री सेल्सियस की वैल्यू होती है 273 केल्विन, लेकिन वाटर बॉयल होता है 100 डिग्री सेल्सियस पे, तो 100 डिग्री सेल्सियस की वैल्यू क्या हो जाएगी, 273 में हम ऐड कर देंगे 100 को, सो दैट इज 373 केल्विन। तो क्या इसी तरह से लेटेंट हीट ऑफ वेपराइजेशन भी है, जैसे कि लेटेंट हीट ऑफ फ्यूजन थी? डू इट इन द सेम वे as we have defined the latent heat of fusion? No, it is quite different. Particles in steam, that is water vapor, at 373 Kelvin have more energy than water at the same temperature. This is because the particles in steam have absorbed extra energy in the form of latent heat of vaporization. So, the state of matter can be changed into another state by changing the temperature. So, we can change the solid to liquid and from liquid to gas on the application of heat. But कुछ प्रोसेस ऐसे भी हैं जिनमें हम सॉलिड स्टेट को डायरेक्टली गैस स्टेट में चेंज कर सकते हैं, या फिर गैस स्टेट से डायरेक्ट लिक्विड स्टेट में भी हम मैटर को चेंज कर सकते हैं, या फिर गैसियस स्टेट से किसी भी मैटर को सॉलिड स्टेट में भी चेंज कर सकते हैं। बट हाउ? विदाउट चेंजिंग इनटू द लिक्विड स्टेट। दैट मीन्स bypassing the liquid state. To see this, let's perform an activity.